All right. All right. That's all right. First, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, and Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and great millstone, toss the truth and rule well. Shalom to the hopefully elected. Shalom to the Akim and Akwath out there listening and learning. This goes out to the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, the Native Americans, Latino Americans, and African Americans here and scattered throughout the four corners of the world. This is a branch of Great Millstone, Chicago, coming to you with some more of it. I'm the brother Asha.
That's the brother, yeah.
And like we always love to do, man, we get in these spiritual sit downs, man, and we know riches gotten by deceit is going to ultimately uh, amount to nothing, you know. And Esau, Edom, self-proclaimed white man here in America, what hasn't he stolen? What hasn't he gotten? You know what I mean? This is what this thief has done. He's stolen the land over here from the Gadites, you know what I mean, the Northern Kingdom. And look what he's done across the world. He's still, what place land hasn't he went over there talking about he discovered it when people were already over there. But this type of stuff, hoard people's wealth and their land and their minerals and stuff like that by fraud and deceit is not going to end well for this devil. Eventually he's going to give it all back up. Let's grab that Sirach 10 and we'll start there.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, and we start 8.
Yeah, let me get down there. Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus 10. Go ahead.
And verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So because of all this, because of everything that Esau has done, he's stolen everything, man. Esau has done anything by himself. Everyone, all the people who has these major inventions, the invention of Wi-Fi, the invention of pretty much everything is by Jacob, man. Jacob, the former of all things. So, and Esau used us to build his own empire, which is why the Lord is going to give us back the kingdom, because Esau doesn't know how to rule properly, man.
Facts. Get another quick precept. Yeah, that's right on the head. Beautiful. This is Jeremiah 17. Let's get to the point. It says, I'm gonna start at it's denied. It said the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Obviously Jeremiah was talking about the Israelites, but it pertains to Esau, Edom as well. His mind is desperately wicked. It says the border of wicked. It says Yahweh searched the mind, Salaki, the heart, which Lahab the mind. I tried to arrange even to give every man according to his ways, according to the fruit of his doings. So the Lord is going to give everybody according to what they've done. The wickedness they brought to the earth, they're going to be repaid for that. It says, as a partridge sitteth on eggs and hatcheth them not, so he that giveth riches and not by right shall leave them in the midst of his days, and at the end shall be a fool. So this lines right up with Esau Edom. As this partridge bird just go hatch eggs that they haven't laid. So they go sit on somebody else's eggs that don't belong to them. So Esau Edom do go sit up in somebody's land that don't belong to him. He been doing that from day one. He's so by them stealing wealth, you know what I mean, by unjust means, like robbing, scheming, stealing, all these little documentation that they create policies and laws to steal stuff that don't belong to them, like he was just talking about. They Jake created the inventions. This devil created the patent office to steal the inventions. This is what he does. So, but the Lord said in the midst of his days, he shall be a fool, and all that stuff he's going to have to give up. He's going to vomit. Let's get that. He's going to vomit everything that he stole right back up. He's not going to be able to enjoy the any longer the theft that he's done. And that's why the Lord put these scriptures here for him, because at the end of the day, he's got to give everything up he's stolen, and it's beautiful to watch it unfold. That I think it's he vomited back up. Job 20:15.
This is the book of Job.
I think that's what it is. Let's see.
This is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 15. He that has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again, Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly.
And that's what this is going to happen to this devil. He done hoarded so much wealth to himself, and the Lord is going to make sure that he spit it back out. You know what I mean? Everything is going to be taken from him. He's going to be cast down from his rulership. Everything he stole, he's going to give it back up. You know what I mean? The scripture say we're going to spend the goods riotously that he stole. Because he's a vile man, his soul's not right in him. He continued to take stuff that don't belong to him. Get that Habakkuk 2.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yet also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire is hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
And this is Esau Edom, right in a nutshell. Like you said, a soul with him is not, is wicked, right? He can't stay at home. He still, he got military garrisons at everybody's spot. You know what I mean? His desire can't be satisfied. He heaped to him all nations. He has put himself in every nation with his military garrisons, his petrodollar, and his democracy, his lifestyle. He placed it in all nations. Everybody wearing a suit and tie that Esau has fashioned. Everybody's got to learn English when they fly in jet planes. And this devil, he has, and that's why I said they're going to take up a proverb against him. And then him to increase himself with thick clay. That's that heavy debt. America is $1 trillion in debt. They'll never get out of debt. He's over here borrowing stuff, swindling and dealing, and he ain't going to never get out of debt. That's why the riches from him are going to be vomited up. He's going to have to give it all up because he can't get out his own way. He's a covetous man who won't stop until he has everything. He can never be satisfied. Everything he's got to have it all. His devil can't. He's never satisfied. Grab that Micah 6 and 12.
This is the book of Micah.
Just going right to the point. Let's see, it's Micah 6 and 12. Go ahead.
This is the book of Micah 6 and 12. For the rich men thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth.
And that's Esau Edom in a nutshell, right there. You know what I mean? We know that's what he has done. He's deceitful. Every time he speaks, there's a lie coming out of his mouth. You name it, he's lied about it. He lied about the pandemic. You can say it now, that COVID was all a lie. Everything he comes out of his mouth is a lie. You know what I mean? He just continued to perpetuate lies and deceit. He's full of violence. So we talked about he's taking everything, because he could. You name it. He's like, what does that scripture say? Thief comes but to steal. Get that John 10:10. That's what this thief comes to do. If you got something, he coming to take it. I'm talking about, like you said, that manifest destiny. I can take it because it's my turn. All right, we're going to see how long that lasts. But he's a violent, bloody, deceitful man and a thief. That John 10 and 10.
This is the book of John chapter 10 and verse 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. So Esau Edom is a murderer from the beginning, man. And he comes out speaking lies. He's hold on, let me grab that. Come out speaking lies.
Yeah, Psalms 58:3.
This is the book of Psalms chapter 58 verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. That's Esau Edom, man. So everything that this man has done, he deceived the whole world with his miracles and everything, and all his power, all his might. Everything that he's done has been lies, tricks, and treacherous and deceit, man. Everything he's done is just full of nothingness, man. He just lied about everything, and that's how we got to this. Going back to the title of the lesson, that's how he got these riches through his lying, through his cunningness, man. His subtleness, man.
Yeah.
He's a cunning hunter. He's made a diligent search. So everything that he did was for a reason. And now he has all this money. Now he's trying to fill up his belly. But the Lord is finna come smack him, man.
Go ahead. Yep. Yeah. And then and that's exactly what this devil has done. You know what I mean? He has manipulated the whole world to hoard their wealth, hoard their minerals, and lie to them, saying, "Okay, I'm gonna give you this. You give me your resources. You give me this. I'm gonna give you this." It's all been deception. It's been fraud. It's been lies. But he ain't gonna stop, man. Like he said, as soon as he's about to and try to enjoy the riches he got, you know what I mean? The Lord said, go ahead to that one you was talking about, back to that Job. When he gets down to sit out, fill up his belly, you know what I mean? Suddenly everything's gonna happen to him. Was that Job 20 you was talking about?
Yeah, that's the book of Job, chapter 20.
Back in that 20, yeah.
20, yeah. This is the book of Job 20, and I'll start at 22. With Job 20 and 22, in the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
And that's exactly what's gonna happen to this devil. He thinking he gonna get to relax and enjoy all the stuff that he stole, and eventually it's gonna catch up to him. And that's what the Lord just said here is when he think it's all good and dandy, boom, sudden destruction gonna come on this devil. He's got to pay for all the theft, rape, robbery, and murder that he's done throughout the whole nation, especially to the apple of the Lord's eye, the Israelites. He's done more harm to the Israelites than anybody else. And because of these backdoor deals and double dealing, he got to pay for it, man. And it's gonna be a witness against him. The Lord is not a man that he should lie. He's gonna do exactly what he said he's gonna do. Let's grab that James 5 and start at 1.
This is the book of James, chapter 5, and verse 1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth, and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he does not resist you.
And this is why it's going to be a witness against you. All this stuff you have done. You've taken gold from around the world that didn't belong to you. You've kept didn't pay the workers. You know what I mean? That slave trade is a witness against you. We still in that scripture. We still in your hands today. So if a man be caught with people in his hands, he should be put to death. And we're still a part of that. That's a part of your riches. The slave trade, still in Jacob, making them build up your America. Your whole economy is built off the backs of Esau. Built off the backs of the slave trade. Esau, was completely in charge of that. You know what I mean? Along with the rest of the heathens who took part in that. And because of that, you know what I mean? The Lord is going to render justice to the apple of his eye. Like you've lived in pleasure and deliciously forever, and nobody could resist you. But this is why those riches got by deceit is being translated from one to the next, as we start off with. And it's time for you to come out of your rulership and power. And we can't wait. We're watching it all unfold right before our eyes. Those curses is going on you, you know what I mean? Because of your theft, because of your robbery, because of your wickedness. Who haven't you murdered? As far as the Israelites all around the world, all around the globe. Got something else? Yeah. And that's what's happening to you. You got to pay for what you've done. All the wickedness that you've done, you've got to pay for that. Because you've covered fields, and we grabbed that. By violence, you stole a man's heritage, grab that. You got to pay for that. Is that Micah 2?
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity, and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. And they covet fields, and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man of his heritage.
And that's what's going to happen, man. You know, this is what you have done. You've stolen everything. You've lied about it. You've hid the truth. And the Lord has exposed you right to the world's face. And because of this, these dirty dealers of this wickedness, you're going to suffer for that. You know, it says, therefore, we go down jump to 3. It says, jump to 3.
Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil.
Yeah, so the Lord is going to pay you back. You know, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, blood for blood. You know, because of your deceit, because of your lies. You're going to pay for that. All right, I hope this edifying with that. We will give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rekakodash. Double honor to the apostles, elders, great millstone, toss truth, and rule well. Till next time, Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, and the Abba Ball.